Hi everyone. It's 1 p.m. Eastern Time and I am back. And I'm just waiting for a few people to join in. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. And like my post said, that we'll be talking about the beautiful color green today, and how does it affect our thinking and our behavior. And it's going to be such a wonderful topic to talk about today, because whether we realize it or not, colors do make impact on our lives. Because not many people understand this, like they have such a powerful impact on our behaviors and our emotions. So let me just recap a little bit about the behaviors and the emotions, which had already discussed in the last session when I was telling you about blue color, but just me a little bit recap for you. So emotions are the one which are in your subconscious mind, and they're related to your memories, and they tend to get submerged from them and they come on you to your conscious level. So from subconscious level they come up to your conscious level, and after thinking about that particular emotion or the feeling, how you enact out is your behavior. So it is very important to understand how these things are all interconnected. So let me explain you a little bit. Like, for instance, you remember something from the past. Let's say you were sitting in certain under the tree, and you remember, let's say today we'll talk about green color, right? So you remember that mango tree from your childhood. So there is a feeling associated to that, how you felt when you were either sitting or you had probably eaten a mango from that tree or something. So that memory is in use, the form of emotions. So once it gets submerged from your, let's say from your subconscious mind to your conscious mind, and hence you still have that kind of feeling with you, and how you will enact out is going to be your behavior about that particular memory, emotion, or feelings. And they're always there. So that's why sometimes we behave like from our memories from the past, because we don't understand why we are behaving certain ways. So I think that was just a little bit of background and recap from the last we talked about, because emotions and all and their interrelation to colors, what we see is very, very important. Because when we talk about colors, we are talking about the visualization. We're using our senses around visualizations, and that is a very powerful one. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, because that plays a huge role, how you basically are going to act out, or how it's going to, it's going to impact your mood. So you might have seen sometimes when you walk in a room and for no reason you feel little uneasy, and probably is there some color which got your attention subconsciously and you didn't like it. Or sometimes you walk in the room and you feel extremely happy and you feel very uplifted. So why would that happen to you? Because probably there's another color or somebody or something which has got your attention and you got attracted to it and it uplifted your mood. So these are the things we are talking about today. And let's get back to our great topic, which is color green. All right, and thanks everyone for joining. And so the green color is all about, let's say, when we talk about color green, we talk about few things. It's about growth, because like you see, why we talk about more growth about when we are talking about green color, because in anywhere you see there's so many trees and they're all green in color, like their leaves are green in color. So we relate ourselves to green color about the growth, about the renewal. So we also say that sometimes when you're renewing ourselves, or probably we are learning to probably detoxify ourselves in some of those senses. So we talk about color green, which really, really helps, your mind to see the growth side of anything, the progression side of anything. So whenever you see some green color, either you wear it green or somebody else is wearing green. So psychologically, we are talking about, so you would see the very positive progression in growth or progression in some kind, with that connection you can build up with that kind of color. So this is what the green color is all about. So it's about your growth, it's about your renewal, it's about your, basically you are getting some kind of, a stability. And also, one other thing which I talk about green color is you find yourself into 3 C's. And what does those 3 C's are? We'll just talk about it. So you are very cool because you do feel little sense of calmness when you see somebody else wearing green, and that to be on the lighter side of the green. We'll talk about the darker green little later. So the lighter greens, limes, neons, whatever green you like, sea green, those are all greens, right? So you feel calm, you feel a little cool and calm there, right? And the third one is collected. So you definitely feel cool, you feel relaxed, and you feel calm. Of course, you take deep breaths about that green, and you feel collected. So whenever you're around, let's say sea green, or I would say another shade would be lime green, if you ever experiment with that, you would find yourself into these 3 C's, because most of the times you've seen it in our home decors, we use a lighter shade of greens to make it bright, at the same time fresh, but at the same time very calm and cooling. Those lime greens, mint green, sea green. So those are all different shades of greens which people really like to work with, and especially during the summer times, actually you love those colors, so you like to bring in those little pillow covers which are lighter in shade, a mint green, whatever you like, a sea green, neon green, some people like brighter side of it too, and the lime green. So these are the colors I'm talking about. So they definitely bring to you your 3 C's, which is about cool, calm, and collected. So after once you feel cool about something, you definitely feel a little calm when you look at it, or you are in vicinity of that color zone, and also you feel collected. So that is one of the really positive aspects about green. This kind of green can do that to you. And these are all on the lighter side of the greens. The one I'm wearing, or when you see some of the leaves, you might have seen they are a little light green, and then later they become the dark green, right? So those leaves also give you some kind of, they provide soothness or calmness to your mind. Have you ever seen those little baby green leaves? They look so pretty. They're more on the lime side of the green, the brighter side, little lime, but they look amazingly pretty. So these are some of the positive aspects we are talking about green. What else is a positive aspect of green? So they are big time thinkers. They like to think a lot. So people who gravitate towards green color, they love to think a lot. They're big thinkers, and they don't like to do the small talk. So they can get into very deep talks very soon, right? So they would like to talk about, like you would find them talking very deeply at times, and they can also elaborate on the topic very well. So another one of the things which I find them, they are also, some of them, I'm not talking all the qualities you might have, but I'm just talking few of them. Some of them are also very investigative. I don't know why this green color draws that psychology in our mind. You can tend to become little investigative, like to investigate everything in details. So this is the quality they possess. They like to, even if they go and do some shopping or some kind of those things, they would like to investigate in details before they do any kind of shopping or probably buying, or I would say anything in their lives, any course they are planning to do, any job they are planning to take. So they are more investigative, more they want to get into the, the understanding of what they are doing, more so than other colors, So these people who like green colors, they tend to do these things, and also, I would say the people who are drawn to green colors or different shades of green are always a knowledge seeker, like same. So it connects well, right? So they like to investigate more. They're always seeking knowledge. They're always seeking understanding. And that's how their investigative nature, comes in. So emotions are, they're very, very curious people. Those whose favorite color is green, so they like to investigate, they like to understand the subject. They also like to probably, they're also curious, also very, very much curious people. They want to collect as many as data they want about that particular subject. So hence it would be okay to say that they like to get expert in that area. So let's say they're working on some project, and they also happen to like green color. So you would find this little personalities traits in them, that how they are behaving it out, right? So you can see any of your friends or anybody who's close to you or your co-worker, just try, if they say, oh, my favorite color is green, and see what personality traits they are showing, so you'll get you'll have a good observation when you work with colors. And they're also, at the same time, like I said, they're investigative. They like to get into the details of every thing they're doing. And also they are perfectionist. So that is probably, I would say, when we talk about more on the negative side, because I think too much of perfectionist, because they use too much of logical mind also. So when I talk about negatives, I'll get into that. To an extent, it's okay that you need to find probably little criticism what you're doing, but you don't have to go over the board where you find yourself being too perfectionist. So they definitely use the logical mind a lot. Like I said, all those qualities and emotions I'm telling you about, the people who like green, so they tend to have those kind of personality traits. Now, these were like kind of a little bit positive about people who like growth, renewal, who like probably investigate, curious to learn something new, and they're always, they're very warm-hearted also. They like to, sometimes they want to talk. If they want to talk, they'll talk in details, but most of the times they would like to avoid talking, a lot in a big circle or something. So, and their heart. So let's talk about a little bit before I get onto the negative aspect of green, because I'll take you through it. So heart. Now, there are chakra systems. We all know the energy systems, and the heart chakra is has the color of green, and heart chakra symbolizes your love, your compassion, and your understanding of your love, compassion towards yourself and to the people around you, right? So, and a green color is given to it because it balances your emotions. So green color is big on when you want to balance your emotions in life. So when you want to balance your emotions of, let's say, love or compassion. So to begin with, you have to show love and compassion to yourself. Secondly, you have to learn that how you're giving your love, or how you're basically taking the love or affection from other people. So there is so much deeper layers to that when you do your understanding of your heart chakra, because heart chakra is all about your emotions. Heart chakra, how you are presenting yourself, who's emotionally stable, and also expecting the same way from all the people in the form of some kind of reciprocal. So it's very important. So heart chakra is all about green color, and green is again what renewal. So when your heart, let's say if you had a heartbreak or something as had in the past, so how you can renew it, how you can rejuvenate it when you start working with your heart chakra and understanding the compassion feeling and the love feeling for yourself first, and then also sharing it with others, and also giving and taking at the same time. So one of the very good exercise when you're working with your heart chakra, which I like to give it to people, is always accept your compliments very gracefully. If somebody says you're looking beautiful, or somebody says, oh wow, you've done an outstanding job, or something at workplace, or if somebody, just stranger walking by, says, oh, I like your dress, or I like your shoes or something, please make sure that you accept because this is very important for you to understand that your heart chakra should be filled up again and again and again. I know it gets depleted for so many reasons, but we can always consciously work with it. So what you could do, you just accept the compliment graciously and say thank you so much. And if you want to go further in advance of it, you could always say thank you, and you can also compliment on there something which you find it, or if you don't have to, that's fine too. But absolutely working with your heart chakra, you have to start accepting, because we are not good in accepting compliments well. Most of my clients, I have seen it in the past, and they had not been good with accepting the compliments if somebody gives them, and also as well as giving also. So I always say random act of kindness. You don't have to do it with money. Nobody is asking you to do that. I don't know if some people do. Please don't pay attention so much, because you can always compliment somebody at any given time, even your own family member. If they're like your kids, if they've done such good job, and you can say, wow, I really like what you're doing. Just little bit of giving and receiving, that kind of exercise you could do. So that's about your heart chakra, right? So you start to operate from your heart chakra and the color green, right? So they're all interconnected. So now let's move on to a little bit negative aspects of. So we talked about the positive, we talk about the positive personality traits, and then we talked about the heart chakra, which is very, very important. You must understand when you wear green, or when you want to work with green in your life, how would you react to it? And let's move on to now the third one, which is like negative aspects. So what does these people have, which makes them, work as a, like, more into the negative side of the green, and the shades also. So some of the shades also play a little role. So I'll tell you all about that. So far I've told you, like, all the lighter shades, lime, mint. Please work with mint and lime and sea green, 3 of them during the summertime, because they're excellent, to work with. You can get some clothes, you can put it some decor at your house. Anything is good. So most of the offices from the entrepreneur said that you might have seen the lime green on those walls, because there's a reason. It makes you feel fresh and rejuvenated, and the productivity level also becomes higher, when you see those colors around you. So now getting back to the negative traits. Yes, these people do have negative personality traits, the green, those who like green. So one of them is very, number one is like antisocial. You would also not find, I want all of you to make an observation next time. Go to a party and see how many people are wearing green. You'll be surprised, not many. So yeah, there's a reason for that. So this is considered as, I would say, not antisocial color, but it is somewhat like, some people like to wear lighter shade, but the darker shades are kind of, it makes you feel a little frustrated about green. That's what is known. Sometimes when you like to wear it in the winter times, like at Christmas times, you would see you're finding yourself a dark green, and it's really pretty. It looks very nice on you, and you enjoy it too, because the weather is outside like that, and so it's a more conducive with the weather. But if you wear dark green in summertime, to my knowledge, according to psychology as well, you would find that this green, like, puts you a little bit frustration when somebody's wearing, let's say, on a summer hot day, and somebody comes up wear the dark green, and you would see them, so why are they wearing dark green? So it puts you a little bit, I would say, on the edgy side, because you do feel a little frustrated about it. This is what this color gives. So that's why I say, next time when you go to a party, observe how many people around you are wearing different shades of green or green, right? So it is kind of a little antisocial element to it, this color green. Not many people like it, but when it comes to the growth and renewal and the finances, it's number one. But wearing it on like that at a party level, it's not like, not many people like to do that. And also, so these people also have a very negative trait of making, they take decision very quickly. I know you might realize, because with the little information, sometimes they like to go in details, but sometimes they like to make decision very quickly also, because green color also probably wants you to act, because since if it is a block, like I said, if it's not your heart chakra is not working properly, so it's a kind of blocked chakra also. So they like to make very quickly some decisions which is not in their favor. So they're a bit of impulsive at times. Either they are too much into understanding of something, or they are so tempted to make decision on very little information they have. So they're both traits they have. Either they'll go all out, or they will like to act out whatever information is given to them. So this is also very interesting about people who have who like green colors. And also with the dark greens, you would find that dark greens are very few of you would see the home decors also with dark green, because dark green has a little, like I said, it is a little frustrating and a little repulsive nature to it, unless you work it or blend it with some other colors, for instance, some lighter colors or lighter shades, then it uplifts your mood. But you have to do that blending of with the shade of dark green and the lighter green, then you're okay, and you would like to work with it. But other than that, you would find it has that little repulsive nature to it, right? And also, after dark green also have a big impact on your behavior. Now, emotions, because you're feeling it inside, but you will enact out also a little frustrated. You do this experiment, you will find it, because this is psychology. They did their experiments, and that's why I'm sharing with you all. So when you wear too much of dark green on the regular basis, you'll find that you'll become a little edgy, because Green is the color you want to visualize, look outside more, because all the trees are green and they are in abundance on earth. They are in massive quantity, and it's good to look at. But all the shades of the green, when you look in the leaves also, they would see little fluctuation in them. None of them you would find, very few are dark greens, but you like to look at overall the picture of it, like you would like to look at the branch and everything. So you do these experiments, which color, which shade of green resonates with you, because it's very important to understand which shade of it really resonates with you, because you just don't go out and just do colors like that. Another thing which I really wanted to share something with you all, this is advanced techniques which I use about colors when you're working with colors. So there are 4 different levels we look at the colors. So what are those? There are hue, there is a tint, there is a shade, and also what we call it as, the lighter or brighter side of color. So there are so many different areas we work with the color when we are working with them. So you need to know your tint, what tint you would be working in. You need to understand what color shade it is, what need to do your brighter or the lighter side, and what is your hue. So these are all different aspects of colors. So these are very advanced learning when you want to work with your colors in the future, like what you need to understand what colors do to you. But at the basic level, please experiment. Have fun with them. Try to get, and also when you start working with the green color, which we are talking today, try to get a lime green in your life and see what happens. Right? Why I said that lime green and lighter shade of green? Because lighter shade of green is also symbolizes with healing properties. It's immensely healing. So if you're going through some kind of, let's say, any stressful situation in your life and you want to work with green, like this is also, you can get it, what I'm wearing right now, you can little lighter shade than this also. This is on the little darker side, but if you start working with your lime green and some kind of military greens, but on the lighter side, you'll see they have very healing properties also. So automatically you'll see your stresses are kind of alleviating and you're feeling much calmer when you start wearing green colors. Or you can also do that, you can start decorating your room with green color, which is really great. But again, on the lighter shades of the greens, not on the darker side if you want to refrain from getting a little frustrated. So try little decoration in your house. Try to get something which will enhance your mood, because it is also related to freshness. The lime greens, right? So we all like that in summer. So this was overall understanding of green. Okay, so I have a question from Rupali, and she's asking me, for my new business, can you suggest that color to use for my logo and marketing material? Okay, so I think, Rupali, I would need to know more about your business. I cannot just suggest you a color, and I need to know more about your personality and what exactly are you looking, what is your objective about this business, what you want to get in. So there's so many layers to it. So generalization, because I have to know that what colors are resonating with you, and are you looking what kind of productivity, because some people are they go in a business which they like, and some people go in the business because they have to do it. So there's a really bigger reasons about just starting your business. So probably I think I would on one-on-one, or sometimes I could suggest you what colors you should be working with, but it's difficult for me to say on the generalization that please pick up this color and use it for your business, because you would not like to do that, right? So anybody else has a question? Okay, but then I'll have to, Rupali, I cannot answer it that right now here. I have to speak to you on one-on-one. Yeah, education is also very different, I have to tell you like how you should be overall branding yourself if you want to do logo and everything else, So probably that I would like to take you up on one-on-one and explain you, like in education and in coaching or whatever you are looking forward to, how you'll be seeing those clients in your own understanding of doing business. So you have to be very careful when you pick out colors, because you want to put your right foot in when you're doing a business and naming it and getting from there, right? So yeah, so those are very detailed questions, and I had never opportunity being with you, so I could not answer. If I would have known you, I would have told you, okay, go for this color, right? So without knowing you, I would not be able to answer what exactly you are trying to get out of that business, what you're looking forward to do it. So anybody else has any question about green? And I hope I was able to help you out all. And so in some ways, start using green, but on the lighter side, you'll be really happier. You'll enjoy, because color of money is also green, but it should be used the right way. It's not that you just put money everywhere. We don't do that, right? We don't decorate with money. All right. And the question from Liji: can lime green be used for all upholstery like bed, item, curtains? Absolutely, Liji. Absolutely. You can use it. I would encourage you to use it, because that will provide you healing, refreshment, and renewal. Because in summertime, I would love to use it myself, because just for a little change, and you could do that. Absolutely. If you want, Liji, you can try it out. You will really feel good about it. Thank you so much, Liji. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate your comment. She's saying it's a very nice session to know all about dimensions of colors. So Liji, would you like to join us too? Would you like to do that? She has worked with me, so she knows me. Would you like to join? I'm seeing you after a long time on Instagram. Yeah, if it's okay with you, I could take you on the live session. And I would surely appreciate if you want to share something, how my working with you has been as a coach. So yeah, so this was all about knowing about. Okay, I'm just trying to. Could you send me a request, Liji? I could take you in. Thank you, dear. So this is all about green color. So actually, my favorite color is lime green also. I don't know why. I love it. I just like using it a lot. It's very healing. Okay, I've sent you the request. Please join in, Liji. So yeah, that is all about greens, and keep away from the darker shades again if you don't want to, because I said there's so many aspects to colors. Don't think colors, what we see is all about that. There's so many. The right tint should be used. I would say right color, right shade should be used. So, and also in combinations, it's very, very important how one shade of this blue color is going to go well with only this shade of green which you're using. So shades should be combined and could be collaborated in much better way. Like all the big companies, all the corporate worlds, they exactly know, because they hire somebody who knows so much about colors, and they also provide them with a lot of details. Like if you're working, this is for you, Rupali, as well. So you have to know all the details, why you want to put it in, and why this is so important, or you want to keep it as a minimalist, approach to the colors. Okay, I think Liji is not able to join. That's okay. So there's so many layers to it. So when you try to understand like how this works, so you have to know everything, when you start a business and entrepreneur side, plus how you should also be wearing colors which would attract more abundance into your life. That is another chapter, or probably I would say another subject whole day we can talk about, when you are trying to attract just abundance, what colors you should be wearing on the regular basis, which would help you out too. So abundance, like I said in one of my lives on Mondays, it's about your mindset, the positive mindset. It's about spreading the positivity in the right way around to the people. So just you must understand how does the positive mindset works also. And green color is a great example to work with. So you should always try to get something green in your life a little bit once in a while, for a change, for the renewal, for just that you can also do that kind of emotions, or intentions to it. So just try using it. Not too much, but once in a while it's good, like especially during summer times. So you could always enjoy a little bit of green, lighter shades of the greens. So I think it's she's not able to join probably. Let me see, I can try one more time. Let me see. Yeah, I'm asking Liji to join in the live. So let's see if she can. Hi, Davis. Hi, Scott. Hi, everyone. All you have joined in today. So yeah, all of you, if I have to give you a little tip today, I'm just waiting for Liji because she has sent me. Oh, she's asking me, she's not able to. From your side, just see, there's going to be an option where it says, can I join the live? Liji, if you try it out on your, click on the screen and see if it's asking you, you can join the live. I've just sent you another request. Just see if it works for you. Yeah, I think there's some connection issues going on. That's okay. Yeah, you could easily on your screen when you're watching some live, you get a comment saying that would you like to join in, and then you hit the request button, and I do okay from here, and then you can join the live. Anybody else has any other questions about greens and how to incorporate greens into our life? I'm just a little bit waiting for a person to join live, but nobody has any questions about green color. Everybody likes green color, and everybody's going to get something on green now. And also I said negative aspect. I think somebody's asking me here. Yes, the negative aspect of green is like perfectionist. Yes, they are. Either they go all in or they don't do anything. So they like to work with that kind of tendency in their mind. So if I have to do, I have to get all the details of it. So yeah, they are kind of perfectionist if they like green color. But I think so that's another emotion you really need to work on. Like you don't have to be everything or all the time, you know. So the way you are, you can present yourself with genuine emotions. That's fine too. But these people are kind of big on perfectionism. Those who like green colors. Okay, I think yeah, she's not been able to join. I will just wait for a few more seconds. Any other questions for me? Any other question, Rupali? And who do we have? We have Davis, we have Scott. So many people are here. Gage, who all are here? Anybody has any questions about green color today? Okay. So I think let's call it a day and end of the session. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I loved sharing with you about green color. Next week at the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, I'll come with another color and I'll explain you all the personality traits, how the emotions and behaviors are related to it. And I hope you will enjoy another session of it, learning more about colors and their impact on human behavior and human emotions. Bye, all. Thank you so much for coming.